and now you're singing metal for this film and with Ghost. I wanted to talk about that song and, belting those metal pipes because you rock.
Thank you. I was channeling Bruce Dickinson.
We're ready to forget the further, once and for all.
It's such an honor to have you with us to talk about this special one, Insidious, The Red Door. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm excited to be talking with you. It is your first time at the director's seat. And from a movie you have been so deeply involved, a movie about family, about wounds, and how did you took your approach as the leading man, not only for the role of Josh, of course, but also on that personal level to really make this film felt like yours as a filmmaker?
I think you just said it. I knew I had to make it mine. I knew I had to make it something very personal, because at the end of the day, every take that you choose, every angle, it's all about your own personal taste, really. What do you find funny? What do you find scary? What do you find emotional? Those are all the things that are in there. So it's incredibly personal. The movie is incredibly personal to me. I wanted to make it about things that I was passionate about. I put him in an art school because, I went to a theater conservatory, and I think they're very similar. I knew that was an experience that I could mine. I have two boys, so I wanted to have a real interesting father and son relationship. That was important to me. So I chose themes that I was passionate about, because you're constantly being asked to compromise or to re-engage or to focus and make sure this is the movie you want to tell. So it better be something that you believe in. So that's what I did.
To see Dalton becoming himself in his college, in an art conservatory, is not casual, It had to be that environment to really find himself, through his darkness, to find his light. Was there a personal lesson also for you as an artist that you may want to share with us about finding light through darkness?
Yeah, I think that a big thing in this film and in life is that you can't run away from your problems, which is a big thing that Dalton especially did. And constantly running away from your problems is only going to make them bigger problems and worse problems, versus if you face it, realize that you need the darkness in life to have these light moments, these happy moments, and it allows you to appreciate those moments so much more and be truly content with where you're at.
And Sinclair, to be part of such a horror franchise as Insidious must have been both exciting and nervous. How did this all come to you, knowing that you were going to be on board for this one, especially with Patrick as the director for the first time?
Well, when I first got the audition, it just said, Untitled Insidious Project. And I thought to myself, not like Insidious, not like the iconic movie franchise. And then, you get on a Zoom call and Patrick Wilson is looking at you and you're like, oh, yep, this is real. So it was so thrilling. And then, after I got the role, you have that moment of, yes, oh no, now I have to do it. And I'm a part of this thing. But it was such an honor. I've watched these movies for as long as they've been out. So to be in one was just a dream come true, and overshadowed the anxieties.
Our family has been keeping secrets. They suppressed our memories. We can still feel something following us.
There's only one way to find out.
It's such a pleasant surprise to see all the familiar faces from Insidious in this one. How was channeling all that and getting all that in the movie you really wanted to make? That's what we get to see on screen.
To have everybody back was such a blessing. It took some doing, but I thought how, in a franchise that deals with past and present and travel, and it almost doesn't matter who lives, who dies, where are we in the world. It's everything flows in and out. So I thought, what a people pay a lot of money for de-aging in movies, and we have the footage from the other films, so it's perfect. It works out great. It was just really trying to find the most creative ways to intertwine the three movies together, the first two and then mine. But the easy answer was it was just fantastic having everybody back. It just seemed like such a, you shoot these movies so quickly. At least the first two we did in 20-something days. So to have this massive legacy is one thing, but you really are only there for a few weeks out of your life and then you go away. So we haven't been back together since probably the premiere of the second movie, and that was a long time ago.
It was very emotional. I think it was emotional for everyone. Everyone's had these incredible careers. After Patrick, I think the first movie James and Patrick did together was Insidious. They had the Conjuring universe. They had 2 Aquaman movies. Lynn Shay was basically unknown when she did the first Insidious movie, and she's had this incredible career. Thanks to James, who insists. I remember when he said the only woman who can do this is Lynn Shay, and I said, "Who's Lynn Shay?" And the same with Ty. And Rose obviously has had an incredible career too. So it was amazing to see, and so have we. So it was amazing to see the journey that the original Insidious people had taken together, and that first movie, be very hard. It was 28 days. It was $900,000. It was something that, none of us could really do anymore today. You have to be young and in the beginning of your career. So it's great. It's very exciting to be all together. And I can't wait to see everyone at the premiere.
For me, it has been revealing that since 2010, Insidious has been a breath of fresh air on horror movies. What are your thoughts on the evolution this franchise has been developing till finally getting to the red door, and this movie especially being directed by Patrick?
I have a lot of thoughts. Insidious holds a very dear place in my heart because it was the second movie Blumhouse made after Paranormal Activity. So no one thought we could make independent horror movies that audiences would see ever again. After we did one, everyone said it was Blair Witch Project. So I was very excited that when Insidious came out, it connected with people, and it was really the basis of Blumhouse. It was really the foundation of Blumhouse. And James obviously directed the first 2 movies so successfully, and then we made movies 3 and 4. And when Patrick came and suggested he might want to direct the movie, we were thrilled to work with him as a director. For a lot of reasons. I mean, first of all, because he understands the Insidious kind of DNA better than anybody else except for James and Lee, but also because I knew Patrick could get the original cast back. Rose Byrne, she wouldn't do it for me, but she would do it for Patrick, and she did do it for Patrick, and it worked out. And I think Patrick made a great movie. He was a great person to collaborate with, and I'm very glad we're here at the final chapter. It's been a terrific 13 years.
The further you travel,
Dalton!
the riskier your journey will become.